What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the College Football Show with me, WillND and Jeffrey from Only Talk Sports. We talked about the Brian Kelly getting fired last night, but today we're gonna break down the games and then preview the Halloween weekend.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, we talked about crying Brian Kelly last night, and everyone seemed to have a good time doing that. I know we did. It was a ton of fun, and just crazy what's going on in college football right now. Still just unprecedented. Some of these teams like Indiana, Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt having so much success. It's crazy. It's cool. I think a lot of people are starting to warm up to it now. It's just not Indiana anymore. So people are kind of okay with it now. So, but yeah, I definitely can't wait to get to the Halloween weekend games. And again, I hope everyone has a happy Halloween coming up. It's going to be a ton of fun as well. But can't wait for the games. It's always a great time predicting the games with you, man. I can't wait to get into it.
All right. Let's take a look at this past week's games. We had some fun. We had a fun Tuesday game with Western Kentucky over Louisiana Tech. That one was good.
Mm-hmm.
Delaware over Middle Tennessee. Missouri State over New Mexico State.
Those games can be fun, honestly. It's just the fact that a lot of people don't watch them, because they're really small games.
Yeah.
But sometimes the results, like you'll look at the score, like, hey, that was probably a thriller. So
yeah,
South Alabama has regressed. They're not good anymore.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech. I believed in the Hokies. I picked them to win, and Virginia Tech pulled through. Both teams stink. Cal's not good. They're still not a good team, despite Wilcox trying to. Like last couple of years, Cal has started out with like a decent record. And they always end up like 6-6. They're just not good. They're not great at all. But I mean, no one in the ACC really is outside of Miami when they want to be. Georgia Tech, I guess. But yeah, neither team's good. But good job for Virginia Tech for getting the win. The crowd was still good. Still good. Hokies love their team. Pretty fun Friday night game. We got Dave Valencia coming in with a $4.99. Says super chat. Appreciate that, Dave Valencia. He says Iowa always making sure that PJ doesn't leave Minnesota for another school. Yes. PJ Fleck has that uncanny ability to not be on the hot seat while simultaneously not being basically coveted in the program. No one wants the guy. He just keeps doing his thing at Minnesota. Now, that loss to Iowa was embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Iowa actually might be decent this year. For real.
Yeah. North Texas, everyone's talking about their quarterback, Drew Mestamaker, and that everyone thinks like he could be the next Fernando Mendoza next year, transfer to a bigger team and do well.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, he'd put up 600 yards. I mean, it's against Charlotte, but still, it doesn't matter who you're doing it against. It's impressive. It's possible. I mean, it sucks for North Texas. It sucks for any small school. You can't keep a player now if he does well. But yeah, that's highly probable.
And it was hammered to nail IU over UCLA. Hammered
yeah,
to nail.
Remember, Will, UCLA was going to the Big Ten championship game. Remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think people are saying that anymore. Indiana, man, second play of the game, pick six. Game was over after that. Flat out. Indiana, I'm still blown away by these results. I mean, I'm not taking them like some people are like, oh, we come to expect this now. Dude, I'm just thrilled it's happening. It could go away at any time. I'm relishing in the moment. Indiana, do this again next week. But very, very, very happy with the result here. It's just an incredible performance from Indiana. Brian Kelly, gone.
Brian Kelly, crying belly, gone.
A&M, I mean, the fact they were losing at the half makes this worse, I think. Like if they had just gotten blown out from start to finish, but the fact that LSU was actually winning this game at the half and then Cal ended up losing 49-25. That's insane, man. The crowd, dude, the LSU crowd. Did you see at the end of the game? There was no one there.
No one.
LSU fans at the game, man. Like, that's bad. Like, when you've got LSU fans tapping out, that's bad.
It's all over.
Yeah, Bama, South Carolina, Alabama.
Bama gets away with it, man. I'm telling you, Bama, they have the loss coming. I feel like, but they keep getting away
They
with
don't
it.
lose twice. They make the playoffs. As long as they don't lose twice. If they just lose one more time, whether it's the Oklahoma or Auburn, they will still get in. But yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you necessarily. I still think Alabama is a vastly improved team from last year. I still feel like this was the growth though, because they could have lost, and this is a game that last year they probably would have lost, but they won, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. The thing I'm the most concerned about with Alabama is the inability to run the ball. They cannot run the football, and Todd Simpson's having to do everything on his own. They did a little better on run defense in this game, but they got to run the ball better. But I mean, again, a win's a win. Alabama's looked very impressive this season outside of the Florida State game, and honestly, this one. I mean, the rest of the season they've looked really good. So, Alabama, under DeBoer, to Dave Valinsky's point, they have been playing down to other teams' level the last couple of years. But as long as they win, I don't think anyone's going to be too upset.
Mm-hmm. And we have the Ducks for the lackluster, sleepy game against Wisconsin.
The thing about this game, I've seen people say, "Oh, well, now Oregon's overrated because they barely beat Penn State." Penn State, when they played Oregon, still had a belief. They still cared. You know, like, it's not the same Penn State team that they are now. That's number one. Number two, Oregon destroyed Rutgers. I think people kind of forget that. Rutgers is better than Wisconsin. I think the weather, as I've been told by a lot of people, definitely impacted this game. There was really bad weather. I'm not trying to defend Oregon. I'm just saying I don't think Oregon's bad. I don't think Oregon's suddenly a bad team. Everyone's now talking about that Oregon-Iowa game, though. That game has gotten bigger in a lot of people's minds. You know, you talk about like games coming into the season that matter. Sometimes those change. Sometimes you think a game is going to be really big, doesn't end up being a big game. Well, now Oregon-Iowa is a game that people didn't really think about that much. That might actually be a really good game. I mean, heck, Iowa almost beat Indiana. So, I mean, I think that Iowa definitely deserves some respect this season for how they've been playing. And I'm actually praising Iowa. I mean, they might not actually be that good, but I mean, they've looked pretty good the last few weeks. But yeah, I think Oregon's a really good team. I don't think that this game really is an indictment against their team as a whole.
Yeah, Oregon not as good as last year, but they're still decent. I mean, still top 10 for sure. Georgia Tech running over Syracuse.
A team with no pulse. Ole Miss, we both went with Oklahoma. I wanted to pick Ole Miss. I was more so wanting to pick.
I thought Mateer would be back to normal. But
yeah,
he's still
I was
not the
so
same.
close to picking Ole Miss, but I thought because they lost at Georgia, they would lose again. But kudos to Lane. I don't care what people say. The dude needs to stay at Ole Miss. I'm not gonna repeat the show as I did last show. But again, great win. He's capable of big things at Ole Miss. Stay right where you're at, dude. Stay right where you're at. A really good win.
Miami had a sleepy first half, but then turned it on against.
Yeah, sometimes I want to pick teams, Bean, and then reality's like, okay, well, it's at Oklahoma. I don't think they'll get it done, even though I think they'll get it done. So I pick Oklahoma, even though I picked Ole Miss against Georgia, being like, all right, they're going to get it done. Then Georgia wins. So it's just you're playing with your mind. Like, can Ole Miss get a big road win? It's like, yes, they can. I don't know. It is what it is. I wanted to pick Ole Miss, and I didn't. It is what it is. Miami, though, I mean, Stanford's trash, but credit to Miami for – of course it doesn't count, Bean. It's just something I just feel like I have to say. Yeah, Miami's still don't think that they're a leader or anything, but, I mean, good job for them rebounding.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Vanderbilt beat Missouri. So Vandy looking good. I mean, they have a big game this week, but
Now
looking
we
good right now.
Vandy. We both picked Vandy. It's going to be very interesting to see where our selections go for their next week's game. I'm not going to spoil mine. I'm not saying anything. I'm not giving hints. But Vandy, Missouri. I was a little shocked about the score that it was low. Obviously, with Missouri, Pavia hurt. I've heard some people say he might be back. Some people are saying he's out for the season. Some people say we'll see. So again, I thought that both teams would score a bit more in this game, but you know what? Vanderbilt got the win. I don't know if this game is a testament to say maybe Vandy's not elite. You know, no one's saying they're elite, but like they're really good. But I mean, I don't think this was the most confidence-inspiring game. But hey, again, a win is a win.
Iowa State fell apart after that good opening year win. I mean, Rocco Beck's still playing decent, but
The thing is, man, they had a great chance to win this game. They were winning at the half, and then they proceed to score 3 points in the second half. Yeah, I picked Iowa State, and no bean, I did not want to pick BYU. I thought Iowa State would get it done. Did you pick BYU?
I believe I picked Iowa State.
Okay. Well, sorry for if I persuaded you on the pick there. I thought Iowa State at home. I thought BYU's time was due. I was not. So, yeah, good job, BYU. Iowa State's not great. They're all right. They're an average Big 12 team.
Texas Tech, they took care of business. In 2 weeks, they will play a big noon. There will be the big noon kickoff game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, massive game there. Oklahoma State doesn't have a pulse. So, yeah, Bill Belichick going for 2.
I mean, I liked it. It just didn't work.
I don't have a problem with necessarily going for 2, but the thing is, dude, they're 2-5. Like their last two losses could have been wins.
Yeah,
could be 4-3, and if they were 4-3, people would be like, "Okay, Bill, it's not bad." I mean, the Cal game, they had it. I mean, that dude fumbles at the freaking 1. And then this game, it's like you go for 2, you don't get it. I mean, football's bang, bang, dude. Sometimes it just comes down to one play. But I don't know. I mean, I think Carolina fans are a little less mad at Belichick now than they were a couple weeks ago when they were getting murdered. But at the same time, it's like I think partially it shows Virginia's not top 15 team. Definitely not. They're getting by. I think Georgia Tech, to a lesser extent, is getting by. I think Georgia Tech's very good, but the competition these teams are beating are not. Like, Carolina's not a good. And Virginia barely beating them. Like, Georgia Tech barely beat Wake Forest. You know, like, these are not great results. So, yeah, Virginia going to win. Carolina blew it, you know, with the 2-point conversion. I mean, I don't have an call. It just sucks because had a 1, that would have been positive press. We got Dave Valesky coming in with another $4.99 super chat. He said, "Is this Virginia team the worst team to ever probably win the ACC?"
Wake Forest in 2006 won the ACC. That's probably the last winner.
Yeah, that's a low bar. That's low, man. Well, Virginia's not going to win the ACC probably. I don't think they will. I mean, I get your question. Like, they could make the championship game. I don't know, man. I don't know who they have the rest of the way. Maybe it's like just all crap teams. Maybe they're just shoehorned in to make it. Honestly, if you're the ACC, you do not want Virginia in the ACC championship game. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Cal, Wake Forest, Duke, Virginia Tech. I mean, that's
pretty easy. I mean, they could lose at Duke. Maybe Cal. Tech's at home, so I don't know, man. I mean, they could make the ACC championship game, but the thing is, I just think that's a bad look for the ACC. Like, if you're the ACC, you want Miami and Georgia Tech. That's what you want.
I mean, it's just like they lost to NC
game.
State, but their one loss was to NC State, but it wasn't a conference game. It's like
yeah. I mean, Virginia doesn't even by that standard. They don't even deserve to be in the conversation. Like I said, I think if you're the ACC, for the best possible game, you want Miami and Georgia Tech in the championship game. You don't want Virginia. Who's the other team that's undefeated right now? Is there another?
No.
Virginia, Georgia Tech. Okay, they all have one loss now. Okay. Oh, SMU was right. They were, but they lost.
They lost to Wake Forest. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Because I remember there was 3 undefeated teams before. Yeah, SMU lost. That's why. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, dude, you don't want like a freaking SMU Pittsburgh or like Georgia Tech Virginia. I mean, would be okay. I mean, but I think you want Miami to be in the game just for the brand and the fact that they at least actually have a good team, even though they're trash. So that's just kind of the way I feel about it. But yeah, good job, Virginia, but they're not a good team. I mean, it's good for Tony Elliott. He's got his name off the hot seat.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't know. Louisville could go 11-1 and not make the playoffs. I disagree with that. I think an 11-1 ACC team would make the playoffs. Now, if Louisville made the ACC championship game and lost and went 11-2, especially if they got blown out, then probably not. But if they're 11-1 and they don't make the ACC championship, I actually think they would. Have you seen the carnage that's been going on?
Yeah.
And there's going to be more carnage. I mean, you've already got Texas and Penn. Texas is still alive, but at the same time, does anybody think Texas is going to win out? No. So
no.
If you throw out Texas, Penn State's gone, teams like USC, all these teams are going to lose again probably. There's a lot of 2-loss teams already. The more teams lose, the better it is for Louisville argument at 11-1. Just like Notre Dame. Again, people are sick of me talking, and they're tired of me talking about Notre Dame being 10-2 making the playoffs, but Notre Dame is going to make the playoffs at 10-2. It will. They're going to get in if they win out because there's already been too much chaos that's occurred. Notre Dame's already basically back in the top 12. Like they're there. So, with a couple more losses, they're going to be guaranteed to make the playoffs with 2 losses. Again, I've only said it so many times because I hope you win your bet, man. But
we'll see.
Just like it is facts. Just people don't want to hear it. It's just Tennessee too. Like if Tennessee goes 10-2, they'll make the playoffs. But if Tennessee loses again, that helps Notre Dame. That helps Louisville. All Louisville needs to do, all Notre Dame needs to do, all any team needs to do that's in contention for the playoffs is just win. Just keep winning. Yeah. Don't matter what other people are doing. Just win. Focus on yourself. Win your games. You'll get in. Caden's bored as heck, but we appreciate you for being here.
Yeah.
Memphis, Florida.
This was a choke by South Florida. This was a choke.
Oh, yeah, because you see the 17-point score.
Yeah, I had that game on my multi-stream. Yeah.
I thought South Florida had the game because I saw the score when they were up by 2 scores, and I thought it was over. I was like, oh, South Florida's going to win. Memphis is done. And then I look up, and Memphis won. I didn't see a second of this game. But the thing is that now that Memphis has won, there's a big argument now because South Florida was heavily favored to be the group of 5 representation in the playoffs. Now that they've lost, Memphis probably takes that spot for now, but South Florida still going to have a chance if they win out. Stuff happens, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. But Memphis is in good shape now.
Man, Texas hasn't. This was a choke by Mississippi State. Just gave it away.
Unfortunately, kind of like how Georgia, when they were struggling and they were barely winning, it was getting on my nerves. Until the Ole Miss game, I have to give kudos where kudos are deserved. That was a good win. But the last 2 weeks, Texas has performed like crap. and they've won. Now, against Kentucky, their offense was just non-existent, and their defense was good. In this game, their offense actually was good in the fourth quarter, and their defense was not that good. But they got the stops they needed at the end. I don't know, man. I still think Texas is overrated as heck. They got so much talent, though. Are they starting to figure it out? I mean, do you consider wins over Kentucky and Mississippi State figuring it out? I mean, I really
No,
don't.
I don't. I don't trust this team at all.
I don't. I mean, people are going to hype up Texas still because it's Texas, but I don't know. It's not a good win. I mean, it's a win is a win, but
It's a weak win.
It only goes so far.
It's a weak win.
That's not a good win. I mean, it's terrible. Yeah, I picked Washington. Did you pick Washington or did you pick Illinois?
I think I picked Illinois.
Yeah. I believe Washington, man. I know they lost to Ohio State at home. And yeah, you know, the people Washington had not really shown themselves to be that great. But Illinois, the more I look at Illinois, and it kind of sucks because Illinois was one of Indiana's good wins. You know, Illinois is kind of fading. It's still a good win, though. I mean, beating a team 63-10 is a good win. It doesn't freaking matter if the team is ranked or not. It really doesn't. But beside the point, at least Iowa's looking better.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana, so, you know, whatever. But Illinois, they're not. Again, how many articles were there that said Illinois is going to be this year's Indiana? Which, again, in and of itself is an oxymoronic statement because of the fact that Illinois being this year's Indiana is not this year's Indiana, considering Indiana went from 3-9 to 11-2. Illinois won 10 games last year. So if Illinois had gone from 10 wins to 11 wins, that's not this year's Indiana. The statement is only true because, Illinois never made the playoffs. That's just dumb. You throwing away what Indiana has done and just throwing it out like that, saying, well, Illinois is going to be this year's Indiana. It's just crappy journalism. You should have your license reviewed. I'm not saying revoked, but it needs to be reviewed for possible intelligence loss because there's something going on with that. Anybody that uses this year's Indiana line, I have an issue with. I just think you're really dumb. But again, you know, everybody makes mistakes. We all make mistakes. I got bad takes every day. So I will forgive people out there that make bad takes if they own up to them and realize they were moronic. And people that thought Illinois was going to be a great team this year were pretty moronic, especially people that thought that they were going to be this year's Indiana, which is not true, even if they had have made the playoffs. But I told you Illinois was going to be all right this year at the beginning of the season. I told Jackson that. I told everybody at the Voice of College Football that. And Illinois has proven to be exactly what I said. All right. So again, I have bad takes. I said
they should win out. They should go 9-3. I mean, they should go 9-3 again. It looks like. So.
I mean, that's the thing. That's all right. 8-4, 9-3. You know, that's.
I mean, they finished with Rutgers, Maryland, Wisconsin, Northwestern. So.
Yeah, it's easy. So yeah. But I do laugh though that people thought they were going to be that good. I mean, they returned everybody from a team that, I mean, their schedule wasn't all that impressive either. I mean, the big win was over Michigan, and people argue, well, Illinois beat them by more than Indiana did. Well, Illinois also beat them when Michigan was worse. So, again, Illinois is an all right team, just not what people said. That was a good take of mine, saying Illinois was not going to be elite like people thought. Like I said, bad take was me saying Lagway was going to be a number one quarterback because that was awful. That was one of my worst picks in my life to have Lagway as my number one QB. Did you do a QB list?
I didn't make a full list, but I did say Lenora Sellers would be number one. So that's not.
It's not as bad though. It's not as bad. Me having Lagway at 1, that was bad. I mean, that was a horrible pick. I mean, I wouldn't blame people for thinking I'm stupid for that one. That one was terrible. But in my defense, everyone thought it was good this year. But still doesn't defend me at all. That was a terrible selection. But we all make mistakes. That's what I'm saying. Forgive and forget. It's all good. But the Illinois being great takes were rough.
Well, yeah, Levitt got hurt. So not If Levitt didn't get hurt, maybe Arizona State would have won, but
Did I pick Houston or Arizona State?
I don't.
I don't remember. I know I thought about picking Houston though. If I didn't, I probably went with Arizona State because of the home field. But Houston's not bad. Like Willie Fritz has actually turned them around in year 2. So they might actually be a factor in the next few years in the Big 12.
Michigan won.
That was an uneventful game. I turned that game on a couple times and it was just boring. Like it was one of the most lifeless games. Like, the only thing that was interesting is the two teams getting into it a little bit. Other than that, there's nothing going on, dude. Michigan State is bad, and Aiden Childs is not improved at all. Nebraska getting bowl eligibility, good for Matt Rule, good for Nebraska.
Man, I was watching this game. Northwestern had a drive going a bit, and then it started to stall out. And then on 4th down, it looks like there's a defensive holding against Nebraska, but they didn't call it. So
that sucks. I mean, there's bad calls in every freaking game. That's the sad thing. But I will say, though, I'm seeing articles, which is making me laugh. I don't know what Nebraska's schedule is the rest of the way, but I'm seeing people say that Nebraska can make the playoffs. Because people are like, they can go 10-2. So what's their schedule? Is it that easy?
They have USC at home this week. So that's a 50-50 game. Yep. USC should win, but I don't trust them. At UCLA.
Win.
At Penn State. And then home against Iowa.
Dude, they're not going 10-2. No way. I would be shocked if they went out with that. Put them in the playoffs. Go ahead, put them in the playoffs. That's fine. But they're not. I'm okay, and it's possible. But it's Nebraska, people. It's Nebraska. We're talking about Nebraska. All right. Matt Rule's got more work to do to get Nebraska back to Osborne level. That's actually a pretty decently tough slate. They're going to lose at least 2 of those.
And then we have Rutgers won the tank bowl of the Big Ten.
Yeah, well, Rutgers is still trying to make a bowl game. I don't know who they have the rest of the way. You don't have to keep clicking on all the teams if you don't want to, so we can get through this. But Rutgers, that's cusp line. Like, they needed this win if they were going to make a bowl.
Yeah, they have Illinois, Maryland, Ohio State, Penn State.
Maryland and Penn State.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maryland, I mean, probably not. Rutgers
Wake now is one game away from bowl eligibility.
Yeah, 5-2. Good job, Wake Forest. I mean, they're not a good team, but I mean, they did almost beat Georgia Tech, but they also barely beat Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State's actually pretty decent, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for the seat for Conference USA. Yeah, you remember how people said, like Indiana and SMU did not deserve to make the playoffs? SMU really did not deserve to make the playoffs. SMU was the team that deserved not to make the playoffs more than any other team by a wide margin. Hey,
Kansas still hasn't beaten Kansas State since 2007.
Well, I will say that Kansas is regressing, and Kansas State is starting to actually look like a Chris Kleiman team that might go 8-4. It's amazing, but I mean, Kansas State looked dead. I picked Kansas.
They looked dead in that Arizona game.
It was a bad pick on my part. I thought Kansas would win, but that was a garbage pick. But I mean, I will say, man, like if Chris Kleiman goes 8-4, I mean, you got to give kudos to the turnaround if it happens. Because I mean, they were dead earlier this year, and now they're looking like a top 30-ish team again. So interesting.
Colton Joseph for Old Dominion will probably transfer to a better team. He's good.
Yeah, probably.
Kent State won another MAC game. Good for Kent State winning another one.
So Kent State is no longer the dumpster fire of the FBS.
It's the UMass definitively, I think.
Pretty good. I mean, that's an upgrade. I mean, when you're dead last, like as Jackson would always say, when you're down, the only way you can go is up. So good job for Kent State.
Arkansas fell apart.
Yeah, Hugh Freeze is trying to hold on. I mean, I picked Arkansas. Yeah, and it looked like for the vast majority of this game that my pick would have been right, but Arkansas collapsed. Auburn's still bad, but
I mean, if they beat Kentucky and Mercer, they're going to make a bowl. But it's a joke.
It goes back. I mean, that's why, man. That's why the SEC's going to non-conference games. The thing is, like Auburn making the daggone bowl game, going 6-6 and 2-6 in the conference, and your 2 wins are over Kentucky and Arkansas. That's not worthy of a bowl game, dude.
It's not.
It's just not, dude. Like people clowned the Big Ten in the past for their 6-16, and the ACC really should be clowned on. Like Boston College going 6-6 that year, making a bowl game was garbage. I don't even care that they won the bowl game. I really don't, because they barely beat Holy Cross. They were trash, like so trash. But their schedule was so freaking easy. They went 6-6. I mean, Auburn going 6-6, making a bowl game. That's not even deserved. It's just not. But whatever. They might blow it to Kentucky though. You never know.
UConn, they spit out the food. They couldn't digest it.
Yeah, UConn is definitely better, but man, when bowl eligibility is on the line and you're playing food, man, it can be tough. I don't even want to think about this long legs. I mean, the last 2 times Alabama played Auburn and Georgia, we scored on game-winning touchdowns in the corner of end zones. So it's going to be a dogfight. I don't expect us to win big at all. But
if you win big, Hugh Freeze is dead, even if they beat Vandy. Well, I don't know. They'll probably lose to Vandy.
What about Iowa, Minnesota? I mean, are you shocked that Iowa's not ranked?
I am.
I mean, honestly, because again, I sound like a hypocrite right now, which is sad because I don't like that. But I'm one of the biggest trashers of Kirk Ferentz probably on the internet. Not that I think he's bad, but for his crappy offense and how he consistently has the exact same program every year, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But yeah, Stephen Cherry, that's not me, man. Yeah, there's some of them. Just ignore them. Ignore those people. They're happy right now. If Indiana goes back to being bad, they'll disappear. They're happy right now. But I feel you. Respecting Signetti, I appreciate that. Ferentz last year, I have no idea.
Could be. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying with Iowa though, I am actually impressed with Iowa. I don't think they're good because Gronowski's still not throwing for a lot, and they still have a very flawed Iowa team because their ceiling is beating up on these type of teams. But it just seems like Iowa the last couple years had regressed more so, and this year they look better.
Yeah,
I mean, beating up people.
Mm-hmm.
They really are looking good. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased for the fact they almost beat Indiana, but I mean, they don't normally beat Minnesota 41-3. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're usually beating them like 20-10. So I don't know. It's pretty impressive. I thought they'd have been right. It's kind of funny that a lot of those teams in the Big Ten that are 6-2, like Nebraska, Iowa, Washington, none of them are ranked.
Yeah, Iowa's definitely the best out of that batch, I feel like.
Washington's right there too. But yes, it's just a little interesting.
Washington looks so bad against Michigan, though. That's
fair. That's probably why. But, I mean, you beat a ranked team. I know Illinois was low, but still, they beat a ranked team at home pretty heavily. That's a good win. And I appreciate that long leg. I really do try. I do not like going against, my word when I say something. If I'm wrong, I try to admit it every single time because a lot of people don't. But I really appreciate that a lot. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody for being here, whether you're watching on WillND's channel or my channel. Appreciate it a lot. But got a great crowd tonight. You guys are doing awesome. Appreciate it so much.
Pitt beating up on NC. They have a good offense. They'll be a challenge, maybe a challenge for the Irish. We'll see.
I will say, Will, that Pittsburgh, 2 things. Usually when starting quarterback stinks and you have to go to your backup, your season's over. There's been a few examples otherwise, obviously, where a backup saves a season. But when it comes to Pittsburgh, the QB change has made the entire difference of their team. Complete difference. Like they look like a vastly improved team. I mean, they're not getting talked about, obviously, because it's Pittsburgh and they're not ranked and all that stuff in the ACC. But, I mean, I am impressed with how they've turned things around. But this is also good for your team because if Pitt keeps winning, Notre Dame beats them. That's a good win. I know it makes Stephen Cherry probably ill right now for me to say that because, again, I'm defending your team just for you to win your bet. But I'm just saying, if Notre Dame to make the playoffs, you want Pitt to win. You want USC to win to make the wins look better if you beat Pitt. Now, on the other hand, with Pitt being better and you somehow lose, then you're toast. You don't get that either.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think Notre Dame's superior to Pitt by a lot. But at the same time, Pittsburgh does look vastly improved. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Appreciate that, long legs. Definitely, I'm seeing some new faces around here. Definitely exciting. I chat with new people, seeing new people. You know, it's amazing. I appreciate that. Hopefully, more new people will come in and talk college football with us. It makes the show better when you guys are, you know, giving your takes. It's awesome.
San Diego State, they're improving.
Yeah, San Diego State's weird because when I was younger, they were better. You know, they were consistently like top 25-ish team. They were usually pretty good. But then, you know, they had a couple bad years recently. But, hey, you know, doing pretty good now. So.
WVU, tough first year for Rich Rod, but
yeah. Well, again, all I've heard from West Virginia fans, Will, is that Rich Rod and West Virginia is saving their NIL for next season. So if that's true, then they should be better next year. I'm just going off what they are saying.
Yeah.
But this year, they're horrible.
Dion, man. Rough one for Dion.
Well, the thing about Colorado is that while I am semi-thrilled that they are horrible this year because people thought that Colorado was going to win the Big 12, I'm also a little bit sad that they're actually just crappy. Because, no one, you went from everyone talking about Dion to now nobody's talking about Dion outside of his health, which is sad. I hate that. Like, I hope his health improves. I hope that, you know, he can somehow overcome that. But that's been a struggle for him, and I really hate that. But his team stinks, like, legitimately. And the fact they beat Iowa State, and at the time that was a good win, and now it's Iowa State's falling apart. I don't know. They're having a horrible year, and it sucks. Like, it sucks that they went from people thought they were good to now they're trash. Like, I didn't want them to be this trash. I'm glad that they're not the best team in the Big 12 because that was nauseating. It was making me sick. People hyping up Colorado to the nth degree when they deserved. But now they're just sad. So they're sad. So Dion is not looking good at all. Again, I pray for his health, but it's looking bad, dude. They're horrible.
All right, on to this weekend.
All right. Excited to get to week 10. I know there's some good games this week. I mean, definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. I mean, we're getting closer to the playoffs and the end of the season, and more teams are going to get eliminated. So it's getting to that time of year. JMU should win. I think there's a couple decent Friday games. I think. Yeah. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, Memphis Rice. I mean, if Rice can put up some type of fight against Memphis, Memphis should win. Carolina, that's just the battle of who's less. I mean, honestly, like Syracuse had something with Angeli. I mean, the fact that Angeli's still on the board for passing yards, despite that he's been gone for like 5 weeks now, is pretty impressive. I mean, the one thing with that, Scotty B, is that they fired Dilfer. UAB fired Dill for the week before. That probably energized them there. And plus, Memphis could have been looking ahead to South Florida. I don't know. Memphis saved the season with the South Florida win. But yeah, the UAB loss was terrible. I don't even know who to pick, man. I mean, Syracuse is garbage. Like, flat out garbage right now. And North Carolina is garbage, but they've been competitive. I mean, I don't even know if I could even pick North Carolina because they can't win. But, I mean, they've actually looked better than Syracuse the last 2 weeks.
I think Carolina will win.
Even the chat is, well, I can't say the chat's, like, disagreeing. Like, Dave Brown, Belichick needs the win. He's not saying they're going to win. Scotty's saying Syracuse. I don't know, dude. Every time I pick Carolina, they lose. That's the problem, man. They lose every time I pick them. I've got no faith in them at all. 21-20 Carolina. Just maybe they're reverse. I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
Maybe their fortunes reverse and they finally get a close win. But yeah, I wouldn't spit for the difference here. These teams are terrible.
All right, Penn State, Ohio State.
Look at that spread.
Yeah.
That's got to make Penn State fans happy, right? I used to be like what would be underdogs too, 20 plus every time. I think Ohio State wins big, dude. I think they win by like 30.
I'll go 30. I'll go 31-3 Ohio State.
I'll go 41-14.
Here it is, Vandy, Texas.
This is almost like it's game of the week territory ish. If Texas was better, I'm trying to look at the rest of the games real quick. Is there any game better than this one? I mean, not really. There's a couple pretty good games, but I mean, this is game of the week ish, right? Texas though at home, the crowd's going to be good. Mm-hmm. Texas is a good crowd. I know some people say it's not a good crowd. I mean, it's still a lot of freaking people, you know. So it's gonna be a good crowd. Arch is not great. The Texas defense is great, but they played like crap last week. I'm not even. Steven making me rethink, man. I'm gonna go Vandy.
Yeah, I'm going Vandy.
I can't pull Texas. The thing is, it makes me sick with this game. Kind of like with Bean earlier, where I said I want to pick this team. I want to pick Vandy. So it's not that I want to pick Texas. It's the opposite of the Ole Miss thing. I want to pick Vandy, but something tells me Texas is just going to keep pulling what Georgia's done, and they keep these close wins going, right? But Vandy's way better than Mississippi State and Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what's leading me to pick Vandy.
I'm going Vanderbilt 34-27.
I'm going Vanderbilt 21-20.
It's going to be really interesting. I'm excited about the game. I hope Vandy wins, but don't be surprised if Texas does pull it out because it's at home. But I'm going Vandy.
Miami, SMU, this one lost some juice.
I don't know, man. I think this is potential, slightly possible upset here. There's a chance because I don't trust Miami, but SMU, man, is not good. They've regressed big time. Plus, their crowd stinks.
Yeah.
And that just needs to be said. Their crowd stinks. Like, it makes me laugh. Like, I know SMU's got some bucks, man, but the thing is, like, you got these big-time recruits considering SMU. Like, I'll see these 5 stars with SMU on their list, and I'm like, why would you even go to SMU when no one's even going to watch you play? I mean, like, that used to be an argument about Indiana. At least Indiana, the fans show up now.
Yeah, I'm going 34-10 Miami.
SMU, when they were good, didn't have fans showing up. So I'll go Miami 31-20. It should win, but I don't trust Miami at all. Houston will win. I'm going
Houston will win. Illinois will win.
Illinois by 10.
This game could be interesting. Duke, Clemson.
Clemson's bad, though. Clemson's really freaking bad. How has Clemson's crowds been? Are they dwindling? I mean, are they still selling out, or is there less people?
I'll look it up. Honestly, I haven't watched Clemson in a while.
Well, I know I haven't either. I mean, it's kind of what happens when you're no good, right? Like people start
78,000 for their last game.
That's definitely not capacity.
Yeah.
Scotty's picking Duke. I mean, I'm a big home field guy. I will admit that because I do pick the home team more often than not, unless the road team is decently favored. I do tend to do that, but man, Clemson's really bad. Do you trust Duke enough?
I'll trust Duke. I'm going 24-21 Blue Devils.
You got Steve saying Manny heading to Penn State. I don't know. I don't know on that.
I mean, he's on the list for sure.
21-20 Duke. I'll go Duke. Could be wrong. I want to pick Clemson. I don't want Dabo to get fired, but they don't look good, so I'll go Duke. We'll see.
I mean, Dabo's buyout's insane.
I'll go Baylor by 3.
Yeah, I'll pick Baylor for you, Scotty.
34-31 Baylor. I don't trust them. They've looked rough on D, but Sawyer Robertson is good. So I'll go Baylor by 3.
UConn should pick up bowl eligibility.
Should. UAB might be better.
Here we go. Navy, North Texas. Here we go.
Ooh, yeah, 7-0, 7-1. See, I mean, this type of game, how do you even predict this? Because I mean, North Texas has been playing great, right? Outside the South Florida loss, they've been playing great. But Navy's Navy. They're that weird, military team with the option and all that stuff. I mean, is North Texas going to be ready for that? I mean, North Texas can't defend.
Mm-hmm.
They can't defend. Like, I know they held Washington State 59-10, but Washington State's improved since then. But, like, they give up a lot of points. I'm not confident in either team here.
Yeah, I'm not confident. But I'll pick Navy just because.
I'll go North Texas by 3. They're at home. I don't know if Navy can keep up with them. I mean, the only issue is, though, Navy keeps the ball away.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll go North Texas by 3. Could be wrong on that one, but I'll go there. Air Force, Army. People are telling us to pick that.
Okay.
Military. Again, I have no idea. I hate to say I don't really watch these teams either. I mean,
I'll go Air Force 24-21 because they're at home.
I'll go Army by 3. Again, don't know. So. You went
Iowa
with Navy.
State, Arizona State rematch.
You went with Navy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we disagreed on Army Air Force. See, I really don't. It doesn't matter what happens in those games, though. What was the next?
Leavitt's hurt, right? So I'm going to Iowa State.
Iowa State by 10. They better win this one. If not, I'm done picking them. Ooh. Virginia Tech's got a little momentum. The thing is, though, is that Louisville got that we played like crap game out of their system last week, right? Like Louisville did not play good against Boston College. We didn't talk about it with the recap, but they actually were struggling in that game, just like they've done before with the Stanford loss and the loss in years past after big wins. They sucked against BC, but they won. So now that they got that we suck game out of their system, will they be fine in this one? I mean, there's a chance Virginia Tech can win this game. There's a chance. That being said, I mean, I do think Louisville is substantially better than Virginia Tech, but I mean, it's at home. Virginia Tech's it's going to be a good crowd. especially coming off a win. I don't know. I'm honestly close to pulling it, but I'll go Louisville by 3. I think Virginia Tech can win this game, but I'm going to go Louisville by 3. Virginia Tech's atmosphere is still good. Like, I watched the Cal game on Friday night last week, and they were loud, man. Like, yeah, there were empty seats, but the people that were there were loud. Like, it is a good crowd still. And with Louisville being ranked, and they're coming off a win, they're going to believe at least that they have a chance in this game. It's been better since Brent Pry got fired. So that's why I think Louisville barely wins this one. I would not be shocked if Virginia Tech won, but I think it's good enough that they can win.
Yeah, like I'll pick Louisville, but I think they'll cover the 10.5.
Yeah, definitely.
And here's the game that we're going
to. Virginia Tech to cover for sure.
Yeah. Indiana, Maryland.
IU favored by 21.5. I'm still blown away by this, Will, that Indiana is favored in these Big Ten games by 21, 28, and all this. Think about it. I mean, they used to be like underdogs against Maryland. They would be underdogs against Maryland. But you remember, Indiana, Maryland will be the game to determine who would make a bowl game.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about Indiana at number 2 playing Maryland. And I mean, it's surreal. 30, Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, PBS, nationally televised game. Thankfully, not on Peacock for people out there that want to watch this game and don't care about Georgia, Florida, which I'm sure most people will probably be watching Georgia, Florida. Yeah. We got Jason O saying you guys are going to IU versus Maryland. I might see you there. Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Yes, we are actually going to Indiana, Maryland. Me and Will. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Get to see Indiana in person. So Indiana, I'm going with a 38-10 win. I hope they win by more. Wouldn't be surprised if they win by less. But I'm going with Indiana. I hope it's a blowout. I hope the Maryland fans just leave the stadium.
42-3 Indiana.
So, yeah, I'm excited. It's a big game. Georgia, Florida. So at the same time on ABC, you've got a real game, a rivalry. Georgia, Florida. Is there any chance for the Gators? Any chance?
It'll be close. It'll be close. It'll be closer. I'll go 34-27 Bulldogs.
It still blows me away, though, Will, that Florida last year had Georgia. How times have changed. Like Lagway was beating them, and then he got hurt, and then it's just all been downhill from there. Do you agree with Stephen Cherry, Will, that Georgia still runs the SEC? Do you?
Well, Alabama beat them this year, so I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. But yeah, that's a good one by long legs. You hate Marcus Vick. Do you even have a dog in the fight? That's a funny one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Georgia, I'll go by 10. I don't know. I don't think I'm brave enough for paint, man.
No.
I don't think I'm brave enough for paint. That'd be a little on that one. Gonna be probably cold, man. Not cold, but yeah. I'm going with Georgia by 10. I think Florida's in there.
I mean, Georgia, they ran their SEC in the early 80s, but and I guess for 2 years.
Notre Dame, BC is gonna be a bloodbath. Notre Dame by 40.
Yeah, should be an easy one.
This game now has gotten a little interesting, right? Texas, Kansas State now. Kansas State's winning. Looking more like a Chris Kleiman team. Avery Johnson, look at that touchdown to interception ratio that nobody's talking about. Are they back? Can they knock off Tech? I'm a little interested in this game. It's a little intriguing game here. I don't know. I'm almost with Scotty. I am. I've been anti K-State But I mean, dude, they exposed my Kansas Jayhawk pick last week, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know they used to beating the Jayhawks, but do you think so, or do you think Texas is good? I mean, I think that the K-State atmosphere will be good.
It'll be good. I'll go close. I'll go close for Tech.
Scotty B says Hammond for Texas Tech's out for the season with a knee injury. What about Morton? Is he back? I gotta look that up. Morton. Is he going to be back for this game? Because if he's not, Will Hammond out for the season. What's next for Texas Tech? Just give me the facts. Was he coming back or not? Reportedly suffered a torn ACL. He was listed as questionable the last couple weeks. And Morton has left games. See, the thing is, Morton's got hurt almost every game. And Hammond's come in for him. But now that Hammond's out, if Morton gets hurt again, he's not going to have anybody that's played a lot. They got some dude from Wake Forest that played a little bit. He's still going Tech.
I'm still going with Tech by 3.
You know what? I'll pull K-State.
You pull it? All right.
You know what? I'll pull K-State by 3. It'd be funny to see the Tech collapse, especially people counting them, and all that for other NIL moves. I'm going K-State by 3. So, Dave Valensky says, I will be at the Minnesota game also with no paint. My cousin's daughter's a cheerleader for Michigan State. That's cool. That's
really cool. What? I'm surprised the spread's only 3.5.
Well, it's probably because Minnesota just got murdered.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that kind of influenced the Vegas odds there. I hate that. And again, appreciate the super chat, Dave. And again, awesome there. You're going to be at the game, and hopefully Minnesota wins for you. That's cool on cousin's daughter as well. It's awesome stuff. I mean, I hate it, man, because Fleck. What's up with Fleck? The dude has these.
He's the same guy.
Oh no, long legs. Oh no. The chat's getting crazy. The thing is though is that Fleck has these moments where it looks like he's on the up, the upward swing, and then you have these type of results. I'll go Minnesota by 3. I'll go with the spread. I think they barely win. But I'm not as if they had a loss to Iowa by 10, I wouldn't have hesitated to pick Minnesota here. But they got blown out. But I think Minnesota wins. I'll go with Minnesota.
Virginia going to Cal.
What do you think here? At a weird time slot at 3:45 on ESPN2. I mean, Virginia barely beat North Carolina by 1, and Cal beat North Carolina, which they shouldn't have. And they're traveling across the land from sea to shining sea to the Pacific Atlantic Coast Conference team. I don't think JKS is good. I don't think he's that good. I think he is young, so he could get better, but I don't think he's that good. How do you even pick a game like this? Virginia's clearly not a top 20 team. Clearly. But Cal's not good either. Justin Wilcox does like to play with his food on making a bowl game. They're 1 game away. So, they might fall to 5-5 before they get their 6th win or something.
Yeah.
You have no idea, dude.
No, I don't.
I've got I literally on most games I can convince myself. Most games I can convince myself who's going to win. Even if the team I picked, I want the other team to win, but I still pick it. I have no idea on this game. I don't trust Cal. Whenever I pick Cal to do anything, they suck. So, I mean, The only bad pick I made, I picked Minnesota instead of Cal. Earlier in the year, that was a bad pick.
I'm going to say Virginia barely survived. I'll go 28-27, but I'm not confident.
21-20 Cavs. I'll go with Virginia. I don't trust it. But yeah, both teams are bad. Mississippi State, Arkansas. I mean, what about that one? You think Mississippi State finally wins a game in the SEC? Finally? Or do you think Arkansas wins? I mean, that's just a game of two just abysmal teams. Mississippi State still has a little bit of a will.
Yeah.
You have a little bit of a will and a pulse.
But they have Arkansas, and then they have Georgia, Missouri, and Ole Miss. Although Missouri might not be great without Pavia, but I'll go Mississippi State.
I was leaning that way.
I'll go 34-31.
I'll go Mississippi State. $17-14. Kansas better win that one.
Yeah.
Ole Miss wins by. I'm gonna go by 3. That's probably a dumb spread pick because they might win by a lot more, but Ole Miss typically struggles after a big win. So I'll go by a short spread. Michigan should beat Purdue. Arizona, I'll pick Colorado by 7. Georgia Tech at NC State. You think the dream season stays alive?
I wanted to stay alive until the Georgia game, at least until the Georgia game. I want that game to be fun.
They should have lost to Wake. I watched the Wake game.
The Wake one.
They should have lost to Wake, dude. That game was insane. But again, a win is a win. So, man, these games, like, how in the world you just pick these things, man? These games are just terrible. I'm not saying like all these games are terrible, like the games are bad, but like picking them is terrible. Mm-hmm. They're so 50-50. I'll go Georgia Tech by 7, sure.
Yeah, Georgia Tech.
NC State was a little bit better than I would maybe consider it. So now we've got ABC.
Elimination game.
The other possible game of the week besides Vandy, Texas, you've got Oklahoma, Tennessee.
I have no idea who to pick in this one.
It is definitely an elimination game.
Yeah.
I mean, the spread is telling you the whole story. It's 50-50. It could go either way. I mean, you got to realize Tennessee lost at home to Georgia. Oklahoma has not looked as good since earlier in the year.
I'm going to go with Tennessee just because I have more faith in Aguilar than I do Matier. Although Oklahoma has the better defense, though. That's the thing. But it is a new win.
He said we skipped the greatest MAC rivalry.
Oh, we won't know anything about those teams.
I don't know anything about Central Michigan at all. That's funny, but yeah. Back to this game though. I mean, you're right. Oklahoma's got a better defense. But have they been playing as well on defense lately?
No. I mean, I watched that Ole Miss game.
I'll go Tennessee by 3.
Yeah, Tennessee by 3 since they're at home.
Just because they're at home. If it was at Oklahoma, I'd pick them. But I'll go with Tennessee. Don't trust it, though, at all. USC.
Another elimination game.
I mean, I don't even know if Nebraska, legitimately has a chance to
Well, if they have a slim chance if they win out, but
they have a chance to get in if they win out. I'm just talking about with the schedule they have. Even with this win, it's not likely they can make it. It's still not likely. But yeah,
that's why I called it an elimination game. So.
I just don't know, man. Nebraska hasn't won a big game in a long time. Do you think Matt Rule's got them to the point where they can win a big game? I mean, I don't know if
this is Matt Rule winning any big game or USC winning any big road game besides UCLA.
Something's got to give.
Yeah.
And it is at night in Lincoln. But again, I always talk about Nebraska's crowd.
Yeah.
But it hasn't mattered when it comes to the on-field results.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd's good. It's not the crowd. It's the freaking team. Nebraska's due. They've been due for a long time. I mean, they're so overdue. It is unreal. Thank God Nebraska's not a pregnant woman, or they'd be screwed.
I'm going to look it up. When's the last time Nebraska has been a ranked team?
Yeah.
Has it been? Is it since 2015? Have they been a ranked team?
And USC did lose at Illinois.
Beat a ranked team.
I'm honestly intrigued to hear this. I can't remember.
Enter. ChatGPT's thinking.
I'm having a hard time thinking. It's been so long.
Searching.
Good day, bless you. I love Nebraska fans, except for the that kept on screaming in my ear at the Nebraska Minnesota game 2 weeks back. Oh my god.
I don't know why my computer is so slow. I mean, I
think Nebraska beat somebody ranked last year, but I can't remember who. I don't remember that. If you're talking about Colorado, that doesn't even count, right?
2016 against Oregon, who fell apart that year.
Yeah, but when they beat Colorado, Colorado wasn't ranked.
Yeah. So 2016 against Oregon, and then before that is Michigan State in 2015. So last team, yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm honestly conflicted because I think both teams are completely untrustworthy.
I think USC will score enough in that Maiava. I think they just have the better quarterback. Maiava is better than Raiola. I'll go USC by 14.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes Jr. Is definitely not living up to expectations. USC winning a big road game, though. I mean, when have they done that? Can you think of any time?
I mean, the time Caleb's Heisman year, they won at Oregon State and at UCLA. Okay. But since then, they've won nothing of note on the road.
I'll go USC by 3, 27-24. Kind of pains me because, I mean, I kind of would rather see Nebraska win. I know you'd rather see USC win, but, I mean, I feel for Nebraska fans. It would be cool for them to get a big win, but they haven't done it, man. Until they do it, yeah. USC has gotten big wins before, but, I mean, not recently, but I'll pick them against Nebraska. USC by 3.
Scotty, I don't think they've beaten Utah at Utah in a long time.
Yeah, Utah won that game that year, right?
Yeah.
That 42-41 game or whatever.
Not in the Lincoln Riley era, Scotty.
Auburn, Kentucky, you think they choked that one?
It would be hilarious.
Jackson Arnold's only thrown 6 touchdown passes in 8 games. That's terrible. I'll go Auburn by 3, 20-17. We'll see. How is Washington State only favored by 3.5?
I don't know.
Dude, Oregon State's like dead. They beat Lafayette, man. I'm going Washington State by 14. Washington State, they've played a lot better recently. You think Florida State loses?
Yes, they will lose.
You're picking Wake.
I'm picking Wake.
I'm really apathetic at this game. I don't really care, but whatever. Wake by 3. Florida State's another team that can't win. So sorry, Jason. I hope.
Sorry, Jason. I just feel like the team quit.
Yeah, like last year. Cincinnati, Utah. Is there any shot that Cincinnati can go to Rice-Eccles and win at night? I don't think they can, but I mean they've looked very.
Sowerby has a crazy year, so
yeah, he's been great. Like Cincinnati, mad respect. I mean that's actually propping up Nebraska a little bit,
yeah.
A lot even. But I gotta go with Utah at home though. I'm gonna go Utah.
Yeah, I mean you have to go to the altitude and everything. So
yeah, going Utah. But that's gonna be a good game. I mean, if it's a good game, I definitely want to. Well, I would say I'll stay up for, but I'll probably be live until 2 or 3 in the morning anyway. So hopefully I won't be. I always say that I don't want to be.
Well, remember you're gonna be with me, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, darn. Well, yeah. So
we could stream down here.
Maybe we could do a live on Saturday night if you want. Don't have to, but I'll have to try to fit a live in somehow, though, because I've been doing a live every week. I've kept that promise that I would go live every week on Saturday night. So maybe we could fit in a stream, but yeah, I forgot all about that, man. I get so enveloped in these games, dude. Yeah, I'm going Utah, but yeah, that'll be fun. Definitely doing a live stream during that game would be crazy. There'll be a lot of people watching that one.
All right.
Yeah, Scotty says if it was at Cincinnati, I would pick Cincinnati. I probably would agree with that. It is one of those ones that the home away definitely influences, but really a pretty good slate of games. All I care about is a big, massive Indiana win. That's what I want to see. So excited about that. It's going to be fun. Definitely appreciate everybody for being here tonight. Appreciate the super chats from Dave Valensky. Appreciate it a lot. You guys were rocking in the chat tonight. Always appreciate the support. You guys are the best. Subscribe to WillND if you haven't already, if you're watching on his channel. And if you're not watching on this channel, still subscribe to WillND. Definitely appreciate it if you do that. And also subscribe to my channel as well, Only Talk Sports, if you haven't already. And who's the wider Sam said? Yeah, it's like, okay. Definitely like, share, subscribe. Appreciate it a lot. Steven Cherry, WillND. Do you accept Jeffries and who Notre Dame?
Fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, I've talked a lot of good about them. I mean, the thing is, I'm nice to a lot of teams. A lot of people don't realize that. I am nice to I'm nice to Utah. I talk good about Utah. I talk good about a lot of teams. I mean, you know, it's not. I mean, I'm not a hater like a lot of people. I don't hate teams just for the sake of hating teams. You got to give me a reason not to like you. Like Kirby Smart lying. Stuff like that, it kind of doesn't, go over too well. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing against Notre Dame at all. I mean, I've known Will for years, and I've always been nice to Notre Dame. But yeah, I appreciate that, Steven. Looking forward to the collaborative stream with you two this week. Yeah, maybe we can do that. I mean, again, see how the schedule goes. But yeah, that'll be a fun collab for that. I mean, I usually just do the show myself because it's always late. And sometimes you call in Will and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe we can do that. But definitely appreciate that. But definitely hope everybody has a great night. I'll be seeing you soon. I'll have my NFL predictions coming out soon, and definitely be back soon for the recap of the Week 10 games. Hope everybody has a great night.
See you, everyone.